Hello, my love. Good morning. Happy day. Happy Monday. I'm going to do an energy report for us. It's really, really rainy in Miami today. It's just one of those cozy weather days, so I'm coming to you from the comfort of my bed. This deck feels like it's missing cards. If you're here, whether you're here live with me now or later, please take some deep breaths. Deep, deep breaths. And when you take these deep breaths, become aware of how not only do your lungs expand, but that expansion of your lungs influences your torso to expand. And the expansion of the torso in tandem with the lungs, influenced by the lungs, well, that right there is magic. And that's how you fuse your physicality with your energy body. Our physicality and our energy body, of course, inhabit each other. Our physicality and our energy body are always parallel, but oftentimes our physicality and our energy body will be working in different dimensions. We'll be working not in tandem, not collaboratively, not together. So what Spirit tells me is the main way that we can ensure that our physicality and our energy body are working in tandem or are fused is by ensuring that the breath is a conscious choice, and the spiritual component of the breath, which is this feeling of energetic expansion, that expansion can actually be felt in the physical body. And it feels really good. I think last week I posted a video on my page talking about belly breathing and specifying the physical things that happen in your body when you do a belly breath. So, if that interests you, check it out. Otherwise, I'm just here cultivating the energy. I have 3 decks with me today. I have a tarot deck and I have 2 of my oracle decks. Hello, my love. Thank you for being here. So I've been pretty steady about going live on Mondays, so I think that's going to be my new thing. You can count on me going live on a Monday morning/afternoon to give us our weekly energy report. I'm really grateful that this space exists so that we can connect, so that we can allow spirit to stream into body, and so that we can have some moments to hold space for each other, to be our most spiritual, optimistic, and heart-centered selves. With that said, let's get into the energy. I was up early this morning. I taught a class at like 8:30, and now I'm back home. I have room in my schedule for readings this week. So if you want to get a reading from me, there's room. I have room. I have room. Gosh, I just love this weather. It just feels so cleansing. You guys know that the rain is cleansing. Obviously, if you're on my page, then you're spiritual enough to know that the rain is cleansing. But did you know that your home has an aura? And when it rains, it kind of cleanses the aura of your home. Just like people and plants and animals have auras, everything has an energetic resonance. The manifestation of that energetic resonance, when you put your 5D goggles on, what you see is the aura, is the energy field. And rain is amazing and is so magical because rain can, I almost want to say cut through the energy field, but what rain does is it permeates all vessels, all spiritual vessels. And rain really can cleanse auras of all different kinds. You guys have a really, really delicious, beautiful, yummy energy. So thank you for being here. Let's see who's here. Raquel is here. Laura's here. Magically Wild. Love you. Loving your energy. Thank you for your sweetness. Magically Wild, if you want me to call you by your first name, I will. Just tell me, because I forgot it. Let's see, who wants to speak first today? It's this one. Yay! Let's get into the energy report. Okay, so far, I'm like loving doing the readings in my bed. Last night, spent a large portion of my Sunday just doing readings for myself. Hey, Quisha. Yay! Yay! And so I was doing readings for myself yesterday in bed, and like, it just felt so right. I'm on my moon cycle. I really don't want to be doing anything right now. But what's really great about being on the moon cycle, my feminine beings, is we receive so many incredible downloads. And just like how the rain can cleanse our aura, our moon cycle really cleanses our root chakra and really brings in a lot of the downloads, kind of sucks them through the chakral system, almost like with gravity. Okay, 1, 2. I'm really excited about this week. I'm mostly excited about it because like all the astrology and all the horoscopes are like, oh, this is gonna be a heavy week. This is gonna be a rough week. This is gonna be an emotional week. So of course I'm like, ooh, exciting. Ooh, exciting. That sounds really good. Why would it sound good for it to be a rough week or an emotional week or a heavy week? Why would that excite me? Because that means transformation. I mean, that's that pressure on the coal that makes it a diamond, my loves. And I'm all about becoming my shiny diamond self. Shiny. That kind of fell upside down, didn't it? Interesting. We'll see what Spirit says about that. Shiny diamond self. Oh yeah. So my loves, first of all, for the past 3-4 weeks, the energy reports have kind of been repeating the same messages. And I'm not feeling that way anymore. We've got new cards. We've got new energy. As I start to kind of energetically prepare myself for this reading, as I'm tapping into spirit, I feel goosebumps all over my body. And I can feel how I'm being spoken to. And I'm so grateful to be in this space. To bring us some clarity, some uplifting guidance, some soul nourishment to inspire us and guide us into this week so that we can really take on this week and utilize it to our best ability, staying in our heart center, facilitated by our environments, facilitated by the people around us. Despite whatever challenges may arise, we feel facilitated into our heart centers. That's the goal. I don't just want to give us some guidance and clarity. I would like it to be uplifting. I verbalize this out loud so spirit can really hear it. Maybe I could feel that there was tough love coming, and that's why I was just focusing on... I'm like, Spirit, please, an uplifting message, Spirit. Okie dokie. Let's see how I can interpret this message. For those of you who don't read tarot and don't know what the card I just pulled up means, I'm sure you could feel the energy in the image. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. But we are just going to stay open and trusting that whatever message is going to come through today, despite how it looks like we've got some tough love coming, I promise you at the end of it we will feel uplifted, because that is my intention. Because I'm a sovereign being, my intention is a power. Because I'm a sovereign being, I do not just ask spirit and the universe for things and hope it happens. No, I proclaim things, and they are. I proclaim things from my heart center, and so they are. I do not hope and wish things occur in a certain way. My heart tells me if something is intended for me, and then I reestablish that destined manifestation by proclaiming it. I do not say, please God, give me this. I say, we're making this happen now, Spirit. Feeling like this deck has something to tell me. is here. Hello, hello. Mary is here. Hello, hello. My goodness gracious. Okay, so we are getting a really beautiful, blessed message today. Wow, loves. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for holding space for me as I cultivate these incredible, delicious, beautiful energies. In today's cozy bed, yummy, cozy bed reading. On a personal note, my life has been going really well today. This past weekend, I've been experiencing some new things, some new experiences, some new people, and it's really been feeling divine. And I'm just really grateful. I never would have thought that life would have brought me here where I am. If you don't know anything about me, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. I'm just so grateful to be in my little apartment, to have the gigs that I have, to be able to afford the lifestyle that I can afford. And I'm also so grateful to have this relationship with Spirit, that I can receive these messages. And I can't explain to you guys how I feel so effing compelled to share these messages with you. I do this because I don't have a choice. It comes from the inside of me. It is a pull that forces me to go live. And I'm happy to do it. I happen to be someone who really likes the spotlight. I'm that friend who's a monologuer. All right, I'm looking at the comments. Thank you, Quaisha. Hey, Onika, you're right in time, okay? So I shuffled all the cards. We've got our spread laid out. The spread is just kind of communicating to me the energy. Oh my goodness, I'm really ready for a new message. I am really ready for a new message, you guys. We've had the same kind of guidance for the past couple weeks. It led us to this particular place. Wow, that's a lot of gorgeousness. Okay, first of all, before I get into the card reading, you guys, and interpreting this message, I do have a message directly from Spirit, unaffected by the cards, so I'll get that out of the way. The message was on my heart before I went live. I wasn't sure if I was going to say anything or not, but it seems like I should say this first. It feels that way. So we're in a really interesting transition. In our transition to being crystalline beings from our carbon-based self, from the fear carbon-based self to the love crystalline-based self. We're in a transition where a lot of us might feel like things are working against us. A lot of us might feel like things are breaking down, dissolving, not being facilitated, not being supported. And there's two different ways to look at it, and there's multiple ways to look at it. I mean, we're multidimensional. But in this particular case, I just want you to be aware that, first of all, sometimes things break down, dissolve, and go away, because that's your energy field lightening up so you can raise in vibration. Like they say, you can't take your baggage to 5D, so whatever is lightening off of you and away from you, that's a divine lightening, so that you're not holding any baggage, so you can continue to be facilitated towards 5D. Also, when we lose these things, when we are releasing things in involuntary conclusions of things, perhaps, we feel vulnerable. Sometimes we question, why? Why would you take this from me, universe? Sometimes we feel doubt for our purpose when things that we potentially were self-defining by on the external, we no longer get to hold on to them and self-define by them, and we're forced to go deeper to the inside. The darkness really loves to kind of take any vulnerable moment and pull us back down into hell on earth, aka 3D, aka carbon-based, aka life as a lump of coal in a fireplace. So I want you to know that as these things are dissolving out of your life, as you're experiencing conclusions, as you are losing things, things are no longer available for you to utilize or self-define by, please know that the last thing that your heart and spirit want you to do is to get all sad and depressed and upset and agitated and angry and jealous of other people and wishing you had what you don't have, and know that all of those low vibrational feelings and emotions, like, yeah, fleeting sadness is fine, but like rooting into that grief is really, really, really something the dark wants you to do. The dark really, really, really wants us to kind of latch on to the dissolving of things. The darkness really wants us to like latch on to the losing of things, to that which we are allowing to shed out of our energy field so we can lighten up. The darkness is like hoping we see this old stuff leaving and we're like, wait, take me with you on! Down into hell she goes. So please know that I'm not saying like we're going to be tested. We don't have to, formulate it like a test. Just acknowledge that whatever things in your life are falling away. To allow fear to be triggered when your life is not at risk is, that's you walking through a doorway to 3D. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just letting you know that as long as we're functioning in a place of thinking that something is not for our most divine, highest order, thinking that something has happened and it's not for the better, feeling like we lost something and then now everything is shit, like that's really what the darkness wants. The darkness really, really wants us to feel bad and to think that the things that are happening are not for our highest good, when in fact we're part of a divine lightening experience. A divine lightening experience is underway, Spirit says. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, Spirit, I like this energy a lot. We are not only feeling very cleansed by the current energies and the current weathers, this lightning experience, if we can allow it to be facilitated, it's going to create space in our bodies, and there's some pre-existing ideas and epiphanies, almost like little inspiring bubbles that are right now trapped in density in your body. And so as we allow things to shed away, and instead of focusing on the thing that sheds away and trying to go with it, acknowledging that which is leaving us, whatever this is resonating as for you, this could be anything, person, place, thing, idea, whatever is leaving us, if we can choose to feel what it is disengaging away from, we will acknowledge that right there is a new spot of light, and there's going to be a little bubble, a new idea there. You see, what's great is because 5D is here, we're all being given access to light codes, but if you want to read the light codes, then you've got to lighten up. If you want to read the light codes, then you've got to be willing to acknowledge the light and know the difference between the lightness in your body and the density of your body. And when the body starts to shed density, we want to acknowledge that we are the light, and the density that we're shedding, that is not us. That's our old skin. That feels right. That feels right. That was lightning. Ooh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And there's the thunder. So exciting. So my loves, I'm a little far away from my phone, but if you have any questions, or if you have like, I don't know, something you're feeling, if something is resonating for you, I'd love it for you to let me know, because that kind of validation just helps me feel like we're in this together. There's beautiful rolling thunder occurring overhead, like wow, my body's heating up. My light body is activating. We are right on schedule. Spirit is right on schedule. I'm receiving the energy from today's spread. This energy will be active for the next week, and I will return next Monday to update us on the energies. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. As I commune with my own guides, I can feel divine wisdom streaming into my crown chakra. I accept, I embrace, and I activate my highest vibrational energy. And so it is. Fucking yeah. Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Remember that density I said that we're going to feel expiring? I need you to know that that is destined. Find the clutter that's in your mind. Find the clutter that's in your physical space. Find the clutter that is the people in your life that just seem to not facilitate your alignment with the heart center and push it off a damn mountain. And I mean a theoretical one, not a literal one, because that would be littering, or worse. Radiant vitality is filling my life. So anything that doesn't resonate with radiant vitality is going to fall away. It will be much more empowering if you choose to acknowledge that which will be falling away. Let me repeat that whole sentence. It will be much more empowering if we choose to acknowledge that which needs to fall away, and we consciously, in our sovereignty, say, and so it is, you are gone. And so it is, I view this as clutter in my life, and I want to feel renewed in my life. And so I choose with my free will to challenge this mindset, this person, this thing, and it will feel more empowering to do that rather than forcing the universe to take it away from you. Either way, we're in a time of renewal. We're in a time of density, leaving, so vitality can replace it. Good news. A huge component of welcoming in this new vitality into our life, into allowing our light bodies to continue to activate, and the density of our old carbon-based systems to continue to voluntarily shed away as spirit and universe facilitates for us. Utilizing the throat chakra is going to be super important. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. So as we start to shed the qualities of the old reality, of the heavy, of the old me, of anything that just doesn't seem to resonate with my heart center anymore. As this happens, new ideas come online. Little bubbles, boom, an epiphany comes online. Your integrity gets stronger and reactivates. I need you. I need me. Whew. I'm speaking as spirit, so let me rephrase as spirit. Spirit requires us to do our job. Do your job. And speak now. It is through our voice that we ground the higher dimensional planes. We speak through integrity. We speak from our soul embodied, and we start to lay down the laws of 5D. The laws of 5D, universal laws that once Earth is fully 5D and everyone adheres to the universal laws, we will get to be included as part of the Galactic Federation. And oh my gosh, that's for another live, but my goodness. Once we're a part of the Galactic Federation and we're no longer the baby human school, ascension school, that's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I haven't done a video about the history of Earth in a while, the history of ascension. I should do that sometime. Anyways, communicating freely. So we're in this moment where we feel vitality filling our lives. We're being asked by Spirit to really allow the old to consciously, with our free will, be bloop, released once and for all. And then we will feel lighter. And in that new, lighter, high vibrating state, speak, my loves, speak. Speak your mind, speak it into reality, speak from your integrity. Notice I didn't say like argue or yell. That sounds exhausting. I just said speak. And what I'm saying is when you come from your integrity, when you come from an embodied light body, when you come from a place of wanting to ground high vibrating, love light based heaven on earth, aka new earth, there will be such a power in your voice that you will scare yourself. You will have such a power that you're going to freak your own self out. So try not to argue, which is like a term that we place on top of self-expression. Try not to yell, a term you place on top of self-expression. Do not hinder your self-expression with a 3D component. Instead, just allow your truth to come out without any weird ego or 3D component. It has to be filtered through, and you will start to experience and activate your innermost power, your soul power. We hold the keys to 5D, and what's amazing is each and every one of us are meant to be grounding a different molecular component. Wasn't prepared for that word to come out. Was not prepared to say molecular. We're each grounding a different molecular component here. Each of us has our own little port that we're supposed to be connecting our light bridge to so that we can be a portal to heaven, aka sourcing heaven on earth, aka with this heaven light energy, we manifest new things, new ideas, we create people, etc., etc. We make art, we have inventions. Coming from this inspired heaven light, this is how we create heaven on earth. It's an actual physical thing we'll do. Before we can do it, we got to make sure we're in that place of it, and then we create from it. Not sure how much sense that made, yet I feel like your spirit's got it. I feel like your spirit got it. I've got a card that's in the reverse, and I just got to be honest, I don't know if it's supposed to be reversed. And I don't want to gamble it, so I'm just going to double check with Spirit. I'm just grateful to have access to Spirit, so that I can check. It is supposed to be in the reverse. Okay, yeah. So what we have is soaring into joy in the reverse. We've got the phrase, childlike wonder fills my life, reversed. Instead of floating upward, Spirit has shown us this. So my loves, here's the download. As you are decluttering your life, whether it's voluntarily or through Spirit fucking forcing that shit to happen, excuse my French, goodness, sometimes those curse words come out and I'm really just experiencing them in retrospect. As you are starting to exercise your throat chakra and speak from your truest, highest integrity, from your new lightened state of the clutter being cleared, as you choose to speak from that place of vitality and 5D crystalline love light energy, sometimes the energy can get to be too much, and it's going to be an experience of energetic overload, almost like an orgasm, that we are not going to be fully prepared for. And I am here to let you know that as these two things start to happen for you, as you allow the vitality to come into your life, as you allow your lightness to occur and you allow your integrity to be spoken through your throat chakra, guys, when your light body activates, it's orgasmic, and that's the best way I can put it. When your light body activates, it's orgasmic. I want you to imagine like the height of an orgasm and how your entire body is like alit and vibrating. Now imagine like the orgasmic body vibration, if that's like 100, light body activation is like 40%. So it's a very manageable vibration. But if it's something that you've never experienced before, well, then that might be a little overwhelming. And what it's going to remind you of is it's going to remind you of the last time that happened. And the last time your light body really activated like that, it may have been when you were a child. And it may have been the last time that your spirit was truly embodied. So it may have been during some kind of childhood trauma where you detached, disassociated, and went out of body and still hadn't come back until just this moment, now in this week, when you're going to be experiencing this profound light body activation. So what Spirit is telling me is you're going to feel like that inner child be triggered. That fear is going to be triggered because last time you were this soul embodied, vibrating and empowered. It was you as a child fighting for your right to be a soul embodied. And I'm just going to say, if you watch my videos, then chances are you resonate with the storyline, with the narrative, with the timeline, that you were a higher self-embodied child and then something happened to you while you were growing up that forced Spirit to go out of body, and this whole experience of being a light worker and understanding our awakening is consciously beckoning higher self to re-embody and reforming and reshaping with conscious free will our present lives, becoming self-aware and accountable so that higher self can come back in, so that higher self can fuse with our lower self, so that we can become one self, so that light body can activate. And la 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 la, la 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 la, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Damn, that's my song, guys. That's my song. Okay, back on topic. Slight tangent, but that was fun. Don't have a temper tantrum this week, okay? Don't have a temper tantrum this week. Don't have a temper tantrum this week. And that's what you're going to be tempted to. You're going to feel so light and so empowered in your integrity that when that light body activates and when your power really comes online, there's going to be a component of your inner child that you're going to have access to that you maybe didn't have access to for a really long time. And you're going to... Spirit has asked me to stop mid-sentence. And so I will. I'm a good listener. I'm like a suck-up. I'm like the suck-up student to Spirit sometimes. It's like a fetish of mine to listen to Spirit. I want to speak to you about the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, dark visions, anguish. An extremely dark card. The Nine of Swords reveals the deepest shadows of the self. It indicates insomnia, nightmares, and worries in the midnight hour. Often, these states are accompanied by guilt, despair, or even depression. You'll be battling with yourself, so turn to others for help. Find joy. Reach out. As we approach the age of Aquarius, we're finally able to start to connect to one another once more. If your heart wants to open up and reach out to another, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. There's got to be someone in your life who has that energy. We've all got to be able to lean on one another once in a while. Please know that you are not an island and you are not alone in feeling the confusion and the pain of the conclusions of the life renewal that we are undergoing. In this approaching week, understand that while we will get access to profound vitality, and later in the spread I'll be getting to some really beautiful joy that we're going to have access to, just know, my loves, that there may be some discomfort, and I'd love for us to interact with that discomfort in a different way. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at the comments. I love you guys. Thank you for your love. You're so freaking beautiful, and I'm just so glad we can be here together right now. We're going to call today's reading In Bed with Brigette. Sometimes when it's like a really like heavy dose of tough love, I have to like exit the energy of the reading for a second and return. That's what I just did for a moment. It's because when anguish presents itself to you, you're going to be tempted to interact with it in the ways that you used to in what we'll call the old days. When anguish, the energy, the entity of depression, when the lower vibrational energies emerge from within you, it's a different experience than watching things in your life go away and you feeling like, I kind of want to chase after it, but if I do, I feel like I'll just go back to hell. So I'm not. I'm just going to let these things conclude. I'm going to let these things release. I'm going to stay in my heart center, and I'm going to experience a new lightness and vitality because I've chosen with my free will to let the old be the old and allow myself to experience what the new might be. As we start to experience what the new might be and our light body activates, we're going to feel profound power and energy in our bodies. But also, light body, when it activates, inner child is very, very excited. So just don't have a temper tantrum. Like, don't let the inner child take over and have a temper tantrum, because that will lower your vibration, because temper tantrums are obviously low vibrational. Obvi. I want you to make sure these childlike feelings that you have can influence your joy quotient, okay? So I want you to try and always take this joy and take this profound vibratory sensation you have in your body, take the activation of your light body, and let it bring you to more joy, okay? You feel that power activate, you might be used to just freaking out and using the power to freak out, or spirit might want you to freak out and have a temper tantrum. Instead, if you can channel that into some laughter, into finding the lightness of the situation, into not letting heavy emotions take over you, but instead letting them pass through you, and as you feel them exit your field, you laugh. It's going to work for the better, because there's a layer of muck at the bottom of the lake that is your soul, and because there's a UFO floating over the lake that is your soul right now, sucking all of the garbage and the toxins out and purifying the lake that is your soul right now. It took a while to clean all the pollution out. It took a while to clean all the blocks and the crap out. And finally, the water of the soul is clean, and we're able to access the muck at the very bottom. It's more fused to the physical body. It's more like, feels like a part of you. But that too will be releasing, and that too will be cleansed from the lake of the soul. No matter what ugly is a judgment term, but we're using it. Deep, dark, nightmarish components of yourself you become self-aware of this week, please do not judge yourself, because they've always been there. They're not new. You just were never able to be self-aware of them before. So this week, when the explosion arises, remember my words, laugh instead and find the humor and find the lightness. There's a lot of past life situations that are cleansing right now, and that's why I'm saying, like, we don't really need to go there with our brain and try and figure out like what this deep dark stuff is that's so uncomfortable. A lot of it is just energetic, and so we can choose to charge our energy with an emotion. And when you feel the charge come up, choose what emotion you'd like it to manifest through. And I challenge you to choose laughter and lightness through the heaviest times, and that's going to make everything feel a lot more facilitated. This is like the card of the dark night of the soul, okay? So some of us might be experiencing another dark night of the soul this week. So I just feel so compelled to let you know that no matter what sadness you experience, whatever like the really, oh shit. Interrupting myself again. Damn. I just got hit with some tough love. Hold on a second. I need to receive a download I just got from my personal life. Yeah. There's this thing that my spirit does where it's like, I know what the tarot cards mean, but like my spirit will block me from the meaning of the card while I'm looking at the beautiful oracle cards. And then when I get to the tough love tarot, it's like I'm blocked and I'm not able to know what they mean. And it's because spirit knows that my ego will take the message and it will twist the message so that I don't have to do the work. On occasion, I have some Taurus in my sun chart, so sometimes I prefer to do the lazy route. And that's just something that's part of my personal journey. So I'm just grateful that my spirit has some protocols in place to help me out. And in this case, I refer to the literature when I get to the Tough Love Tarot, because I always seem to be surprised by the Tough Love Tarot. And it's like once I look at the literature, then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that card means. How did I forget what that card meant? I'm up here focusing on all this stuff about light body here. And I totally missed the card of deception. Totally missed the card of deception. Quaisha, I want you to know that I see you say, like, I'm constantly nodding my head like you can see me. You nodding your head, that so is an energy that I can feel. And when I say, like, thank you for holding space for me and thank you for being here for me, it's exactly what you're doing. You know, like, by actively being there and listening and receiving the message, consciously receiving the message and allowing your energy of message receipt to resonate back at me, it supports me. It helps me. I feel that support, and so thank you. It's the same with like when you guys join my live and you like leave a little emoticon, when you guys give me hearts. That somehow, and I can't totally explain it, but it like feeds me. It's not that like I need nourishment, but it just does something where I feel this sense of validation. Like I just might sometimes always have a little bit of insecurity in sharing these messages. So you guys, the love you give me, the energy you give me in response, I think it just helps me build my confidence in these skills. I'm young. I'm 30. I have these visions of myself with this hair, but it's pure silver gray, and I'm doing readings. And I can't imagine what a master I'm going to be then. Oh my gosh. So I can acknowledge that I'm still a novice in comparison to where I will be, because I will never stop doing this light work. So thank you for being patient with me. I acknowledge that maybe some readers can stay focused in on the message the whole time, and I spiral in and out and in and out. But this is a really strong energy here in the middle. And I don't have any fire in my chart, but I've got my candle behind me, so let me just pull some energy. I'm going to get the word out. Let me get the good word out. The Seven of Cups is not the most welcome card. It indicates you'll face temptation in many aspects of your life. Whether it's cheating for pleasure or for money, you'll soon realize that you've been building a house of cards. You may feel as though you can't see clearly, can't judge right from wrong or up from down. This is the spell of the Seven of Cups. It's best to remove yourself for a while, step back until you can see straight again. So that's what the literature says for this card in the upright, and we are in the reverse. You're in the reverse. And so I'd love to channel a message for you from my heart, soul, spirit, source connection right now about this tough love. Because I want you to know the oracle cards on the top and bottom are fucking gorgeous. High vibrating love light, high vibrating love light, tough love from the center of the earth. That's what we've got right here. I can do this. I just need some selenite in my bra. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Beautiful. I just did that and my phone just like looked like lines went across it. Yikes. My loves, this is a week of achievement for us, okay? What Spirit is telling me is that the Seven of Cups, the card of illusion and deception, in reverse means the uncovering of deep-held mistruths, untruths. We've got this Swords card, the Nine of Swords, representing anguish, nightmares, dark visions, being uncovered. Excuse me, being uncovered. What I want you to know is Spirit is here. What's weird? What's weird is hold on, I lost my focus, you guys. And I don't want to say anything from ego. I really want it to come from Spirit because this feels really specific. Okay. All right, my loves, here comes. There are lies that you have told yourself for eons and lifetimes that universe wishes it could just fucking beat out of you. There are lies that we have told ourselves for eons. These are lies that have been passed from generation to generation in cultures. These are lies that have been passed from generation to generation in DNA. These are lies that have been passed from past life to past life within your soul structure, that are finally being exposed. It has taken so many lifetimes and incarnations for this material that we had to clear in our fields to be cleared. So I could get into the history of what I'm talking about when I say the material that's in our field that needs to be cleared lifetime after lifetime. But just let that kind of image resonate with you and your soul will receive it. There are lies that we have believed about life and our relationship with life for eons that we are finally able to acknowledge as lies, that we truly never acknowledged as lies, or even had access to as a part of our mental experience that we could change. These lies will become apparent this week. These lies will become apparent this week. I need one more. I need a clarity card before I go into the oracle. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so fucking awesome. This was the card I saw in my heart, and I was going to tell you guys about it. And I was like, no, let me not talk about a tarot card. Let me see what the deck gives me. And the deck gave me this one. I fucking love this magical shit. What the fuck? That is so fucking cool. My loves, it's going to be clear to us, okay? These lies that we've been telling ourselves, that our parents have been telling us, whatever it is, in whatever way it resonates for you, because I know it's kind of general, but fairly specific. It's going to become clear to us what they are, okay? So do me a favor. Don't pretend to be confused about it. Your spirit knows, and you know. You've been working on your intuition for long enough, and it's all divinely happening now. Will it hurt, the awareness that you've been functioning off of a system of lies? Will it hurt, that awareness? Oh, I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling like a It's gonna feel like the muck from the bottom of the pond is finally being exposed for how gross it is. But we're being given the opportunity to vacuum it out, so let's not make a big deal about it, okay? Whatever needs to go, while it might feel heavy, the process of gathering it to consciously, with your free will and as a sovereign awakened being, remove it from your life once and for all. It might be a challenge, but it'll be really clear what it is. It's going to be clear what those lies are that you've been telling yourself. You're going to want to observe the way you talk to your mind, okay? And then when your light body, as it continues to activate, when you feel this strong vibrating energy, turn it into joy. Turn it into joy. I cannot tell you how many experiences I have had in my past. Quick tangent, I trained with someone who is a light body practitioner guru, starting in 2008 for 6 years. So I've been very interested in light body work for a long time. So this memory I'm about to tell you about is not from the past 6 years, it's from before that. I've had experiences where my light body activated to protect me and to strengthen me so that I could speak from my integrity. And instead what I did with that strength and light body was I freaked the fuck out on the person. I freaked the fuck out. Am I proud of it? No. Can I acknowledge that there was something better I could have done? Yes. Now do I see that maybe I have those memories so that I can share them with you? Maybe. So when your light body activates, when you feel that power and you feel tempted to freak the fuck out, I challenge you instead to not do that. And I keep wanting you to feel joy. I keep wanting you to, laugh about it instead of freak out. And it will be amazing, because there's a lot of crap that's going to be coming up this week. It's going to be clear, and it's stored under the theme of lies you've been telling yourself for eons, for lifetimes, for generations. This is a faded experience, number 17, favorite. This is a faded, oh my gosh. And look at the time. Oh, that doesn't work. Look at the time. Everyone make a wish, take a deep breath. Am I here? Are you here? Sometimes the energy of these messages gets really high vibrational and my phone shorts out often. Other times I feel like I might have my own special, agent of the dark who kind of is glitching in my phone. Other people on Instagram have messaged me about these glitches, like the glitch that's happening right now on my phone that I'm looking at. And they've said that it's like trolls or something, like energy trolls that that live in the in-between. I find it all really interesting. I'm open. But maybe I should try and close out this message and finish telling you about it, because I would rather close the live voluntarily so that it can save on my page for the next 24 hours. And if my app just shuts down, it won't save the video. And that's a bummer when that happens. That's a boomer when that happens. Okay, so this week it's going to be an experience of purging. And some of the purging might feel ugly, but you don't have to embody that ugliness that you feel, That's what's important for me. So right now when I'm doing my loves, hi Zori baby, I am going through the message again, okay my love? You know me. I keep spiraling through the message. I'll never move forward without again spiraling back to where I came from. So we're in a moment of purging, okay? This week, we're going to be given the opportunity to release a lot of things that no longer facilitate the raising of our vibration. One of the powerful things that we can do to set heaven on earth in our own present lives is to communicate freely, to speak from our integrity and from our heart center, while we allow this new vitality to enter our lives. We acknowledge blessings, we accept blessings and vitality and downloads of love into our life by getting rid of things that are really dense and uncomfortable and that are taking up necessary space for love and light. As we feel light body activate, I want to make sure that you take that power and soar into joy rather than having temper tantrums. When the childlike wonder fills your life, don't have a childlike freak out, because the universe is blessing us with the light body activation, with that high vibrating experience of our physical body fusing with spirit, and that's going to shake the muck at the bottom. So as that muck gets shaken up and turned into dust particles in the water, let it get sucked out and banished. There are lies that you've been telling yourself, that your family has been telling each other, some kind of a deception, profound deception that we've all been plugged into, some matrix or another. But it's going to become profoundly clear what it is and how you really don't actually have to be a part of it anymore. You have 100% sovereignty and free will to not participate in those feelings. And now here are the new cards. I haven't spoken about any of these yet. Number 17, the fates. So this is a fated experience. All of these components are occurring from the universe with love for us to upgrade and to feel amazing. So will it be occasionally uncomfortable to have purging occur? Yes. Just remember that's making room for vitality and for light. In this image, we see this feminine figure. What she's doing is she's pulling stars on a string from heaven. You see, my loves, it's a two-way street, this experience of life. So one, heaven kind of has to bloop. See a bug. So pulling a string, stars on a string. So one thing, heaven has to bloop, drop the string with the stars on it in front of me, and I have to choose to acknowledge it and pull and accept. So it's a two-way street. Be willing to acknowledge the little golden nuggets that universe provides to you. And when you feel powerful and strong and light body activated and facilitated, enjoy it and fuse that with your joy and start to enjoy creating a life that you love and like, and both, and that you like. A life that you like. Remember we used to say that? I like you. I want you to say that to your life. It's fated. Happy, number 26, aka the number day I was born on. Happy. Okay, guys? So this week we have soaring into joy. We have happy. Look at all these balloons from 2 different decks, understand? 2 different decks are giving us almost the same images. So, 44 thinker, getting stuck in your head. Which one looks more fun? Sometimes, it's good to use the brain power because that's a little bit of our sense of reality. And it kind of allows us to, oh shit. This is my other favorite number. When you get 1s and 7s, that's the universe telling you you're on the right track. And that's the universe letting you know, or your angel guides letting you know to clarify your emotions so that you can have more facilitated manifestations, such as feeling gratitude. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. I hope that my phone continues to work in a very high vibrating, facilitated manner so that I can close out this beautiful energy report for the week. Fingers crossed. Happy, and thinker. Sometimes, yeah, it's true, you're going to have to filter things through your mind so that you can perceive it. But the act of perceiving, the act of perceiving has to be a choice of free will. But just know that it's going to be a quick perception, and then I want you to go into the happy. This is a beautiful, fated experience. We will be soaring into joy, okay? As you feel the energies activate, don't have a temper tantrum. Communicate freely from your heart center and integrity with love. We're in a profound purging, and it might not always feel pretty, but it will be exposing some crazy ass lies and deceptions that you and your soul has believed for eons. Okay? It's going to be very clear what parts of you, what parts of life are ready to go. Okay? So take a deep breath and let's tap into joy. With all the things that are being purged and removed from our energy fields right now, from our vessels, from our lives, from our environments, it's making room for all new vitality, love, and light. But we've got to be willing to experience something new. So be willing to be surprised. Get ready to laugh. Get ready to make a new joke. And just keep taking deep breaths in that heart center. I love you so much. I hope you have a great week. Share this message if it resonates. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you guys.